Hey, you're probably wondering about this cupcake, huh? Get to that before the end of this video. But let me ask you this question first. Are you someone who wants to have a deeper understanding about fasting and learn more about your body? Well, you're in luck. I'm going to be going over Dr. Jason Fung's book. I've got it right here. It's called The Complete Guide to Fasting. Now, I'm going to give you a snippet on each single one of my update videos this May, and I'm going to give it to you clear and concise, so something that you can take away. What I'm going to give to you, I'm going to make sure it gives you value. If you don't know much about Jason Fung, I'll go ahead and link some videos so you can check them out and just familiarize yourself with who he is, as he is a leading expert inside of fasting. I'm going to give you an update on to day 5 of my fasting journey in May, where I'm going to be doing alternate day fasting. I'm going to give you 3 advantages of fasting from this book that was written by Dr. Jason Fung. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you one extra spicy tip that's going to help you get through the hunger, and it's very, very crucial that you pay attention to this. So let me give you a brief update on how my 48-hour rolling fast has gone so far in May. Like I said, it's my day 5, so happy Cinco de Mayo. Started at 197.5 pounds in May. On my day 3, I was at 196.2, and today I came in at 193.4. So I'm super pumped about that. It's been crazy. I know some of this has been water weight, but honestly, I'm very fat adapted right now at this point that I know I'm losing fat as well. So overall, that's about 4 pounds in 5 days. To be exact, it's 4.1 pounds in 5 days that I've lost. Currently, I'm tracking my fasts on the Life app. Now, a lot of people who fast, they typically use this app. I've actually stopped using it, but for the purposes of this challenge in May, I am going to use it just so you have some data to see exactly how my fasts are going and the total amount of time that I will be fasting. Alongside this challenge, I've also made sure that I'm committing to at least 30 minutes of walking a day. Now, so far I have been exceeding that. However, I want to make sure that I'm not overworking myself as well too. Now, over this past 5 days, I have done 2 workouts. Now, they were light workouts, but the rest of the days, including the workout days, I've also done 30 minutes to an hour of walking each day. Now, one of the things that I also want to talk about are diet sodas. Now, with diet sodas, I had mentioned that you should not be taking them while you are fasting. Now, one of the things that I do want to say is that I did have to drink a soda the other day. It was a diet soda, 0 calories, but what I'm finding is that alternate day fasting is much harder than I expected. Usually I'm okay with fasting maybe 48 hours, 72 hours, because I know then the next couple of days I'll be able to eat meals every single day or have that Diet Coke that if I want to. With the alternate day fasting, what I've noticed is you eat that one day and then the second day you're not eating, and then you eat again, and then again you're not eating, which makes it mentally a little bit more tougher that I found. So in order for me to make sure that I get through this whole challenge in May, I am going to be allowing myself to have a diet soda on the days that I am fasting. So I'm still going to have net 0 calories on those days, but I am going to be having a diet soda here and there. I'm not going to be doing it every single day, but if I really need to, I am going to commit to it, and I just want it to be open so that you guys understand that I am having that, and it's okay for you too as well. Everyone is different. Everyone's fast is going to be different. So as you can see, I'm definitely someone who loves to eat. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to talk about that cupcake. And when it comes to the advantages of fasting from the book, let's start off with tip number 1. So one of the biggest advantages of fasting, and I'm going to give it to you first, is that it works with any diet. So let's say you're a vegetarian, you can't eat meat. Well, guess what? You can still fast. Let's say you are gluten-free. Well, guess what? You can still fast. There's so many other things that you may need to be able to consider for your diet, but all of those can be wrapped into fasting. Now, that leads me into the second point, which is this flexibility. If you're somebody that, has to eat in the morning, you need that big breakfast, guess what? You can still fast. Or if you're someone who doesn't like eating in the morning, guess what? You can still fast. It's so flexible that it can just wrap around whatever time that you need in your day. So for an example, for me, I have a busy schedule at work. I can't be taking lunch all the time, and it's just so much easier for me to work through that lunch. Well, once I wrapped my head around the fast that I can just fast and not have to worry about that meal, it became so much easier. I'm not having those cravings at noon where, I just want to have that fast food, or I'm getting stressed out at work and I'm like, I can't find what I want to eat, and I'm just going to quickly go on, my app and order whatever food that I can order. The best thing about fasting is you don't have to worry about that. You can skip that meal and you can still get the calories at the end of the day if you want. For example, with OMAD, you can just get all your calories in that one meal, and that works a lot for people like me who want to get that satisfying feeling. And I promised that I was going to talk about that cupcake. Well, guess what? You can eat that cupcake when you're fasting. And that's the thing with fasting. You get to have the little pleasures in life. When I was doing keto or those other diets before, you have to be really restrictive. You can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can't eat carbs, or you can't have too many fats. the best thing with fasting is you can eat pretty much whatever you want. Make sure that you're getting your vegetables in, your nutrients, your macronutrients. You want to make sure you get all that in. But if you want to have a cupcake as long as it's within your window. So because of that, I wanted to show you guys that it's okay to eat that and you're still going to get results. If you take a look at me, I've lost over 55 pounds now in 5 months, and clearly it's been working. So if anyone says that doesn't work, I'm an example right here. You can share them my video and you can show them the catalog of all the recent videos that I put on that show me clearly going through my journey, clearly updating everybody on what I'm eating, what I'm doing. The proof is here. Now, if you want to believe it, great. If you don't, then that's okay too. But I would recommend checking out the book by Dr. Jason Fung because it has a lot of great resources. But even if you don't want to check out the book, you can still watch my YouTube videos as I'm going to be breaking down this whole book for you in the month of May. If you're somebody who has read this book, feel free to give me a comment below and tell me what you got out of this book and what was your favorite part. Did you have any aha moments? And if you did, please share it with me. I'd love to give everyone in my audience and my community a little bit more knowledge, and maybe if something stood out for you, it could help somebody else, and I would love to share that knowledge, and you should share it within my comments as well so others can read it. Now, I promised I was going to tell you the last tip. So when it comes to hunger, it's really a mindset. So this is something from the book, but I'm going to be saying it in a way that makes a little bit more sense to me, and so this should make a little bit more sense to you. When you're hungry, when you're fasting, it's more of a mental state. Let me paint this picture for you. So let's say you have breakfast in the morning. Well, guess what? When lunch rolls around 3-4 hours, you are insanely hungry. You feel like you cannot live. You cannot go through that day if you do not have a meal. You're so hungry. But why are you hungry? You just ate 3 hours ago. Well, that's the same feeling that you get when you're fasting. Your body has the calories, especially for somebody that has more fat on your body. You have the calories. That hunger signal is the exact same when you're fasting versus when you're not fasting. So I'm going to leave that for you to think on. If you got any value of this video, if you want to just catch up with me and stay along for my journey, please feel free to subscribe. I talk about a lot of things, including my medical history in the past, how I'm a new dad, and I'm just trying to manage with all the fasting. On top of shooting videos for you guys, but it's been a great journey, and I hope you guys stick around, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.